Hey everyone, I finished watching the next Dino Thunder episode, Leader of the Whack. This has a really weird title. I don't know what Leader of the Whack is supposed to refer to. Like, all I can guess is Devon's plot, because Leader of the Whack sounds like Leader of the Pack, which was a song from... I'll get into it when I get into it. So it starts off, Trent's running away, and apparently he hasn't gotten very far, as Casty and Devon are right there. And they say they're only like right outside the city. It stands out because at the beginning, where Trent pulls out a little GPS thing or something, he looks at it and says, "I'm not far away enough yet." Like, how far away did he think he was? The reason Casty and Devon are here is because they've heard rumors that the White Ranger hides out in a cave nearby. Oh, maybe it's where the Zords come from. They come out of a waterfall. Maybe there's a cave behind the waterfall. Is that how that rumor started? Cassidy, Devon, and Trent start talking, and then suddenly this big glowing stone ball smashes into the ground close by. Cassidy and Devon go to check it out, and Trent goes too because Connor is bugging Ethan at Tommy's lab. Haley detects something in the forest and sends the Rangers to go check things out. Mesagog makes a new monster, and for some reason it's scared of everything. The monster's name is Rojobot. Don't know what that means. Or maybe Rohobot? I don't know. It's not red, so I don't know what Roho would have to do with anything. It's just a weird nonsense name. It also doesn't look like a robot at all. The Rangers find Cassidy, Devon, and Trent huddled around a smoking ball in the forest. Suddenly, Rojobot, whatever, attacks with Tyrannodrones. Cassidy and Devon run away, and two mysterious lights follow them. Haley warns the Rangers that the ball is giving off a strange signal and they need to get away from it. Rojobot gets near it, and suddenly he grows violent. The Rangers morph, and the mysterious lights hit each of them. The monster retreats, the Rangers demorph, and all the Rangers' personalities seem to have changed. Ethan wants to work out, Connor is sophisticatedly intelligent, and Kira's become obsessed with her appearance. And Trent just disappeared. I don't know where Trent went. The next day, Devon shows up dressed like a 70s disco dude, which is the only reference I can guess that the title is about. Because Leader of the Pack was a song in the 70s, and he's dressed like a 70s disco guy? I think? I really don't know. I have no idea. There's not really anything in this episode about leading. There's no Leader of the Pack in here. There's no whack going on. Whatever in the world whack refers to. Cassidy is overexcited and anxious, and for some reason also has really bad complexion. Don't know what that has to do with anything. The Rangers are at the lab, and they're all dressed to match their new personalities. Rojobot shows up again, the Rangers jump into battle, but they have trouble working together, and their cartoonish new egos keep getting in the way. The monster leaves because, I don't know, and so do the Rangers, each going their separate ways, which, the way it's shot, you'd think it was supposed to imply that there's gonna be some lesson for the Rangers to learn here or something about working together, or them wanting to be separated is going to cause some kind of obstacle to overcome, but no, they just leave. Devon has a crowd of girls following him, and he shows off his dance moves. There's that whole plot. Haley calls the Rangers to the lab. She's found a way to free Tommy, and she's also discovered the effect the stone ball had on them. It pushes to the surface recessed personality traits. Don't know how that's supposed to free Tommy. Like, it does, but... Also, why? Why is this what the ball does? I don't know. They don't explain it. And then there's a really weird line Kira has. "That's why Trent helped us." What are you talking about? Trent's a good guy. Of course he helped you. What's going through your mind, Kira? I'll talk about this at the end, because there's just way too much about this to get into. Rojobot shows up again, and the Rangers go into battle again. They power up to Super Dino mode and destroy the monster. Mesagog uses his forehead beam on Elsa and Zeltrax because he's bored, I guess. And then he sends the Hydro Regenerator. The Rangers call the Zords, and the monster tries to run away. Again. What is it with the monster and just leaving? Like, whatever. Trent shows up with his Megazord and stops the monster from leaving, and Trent is seemingly in control of his powers and control of his Megazord, and helps the Rangers to destroy the monster. And then Trent leaves. Okay. The Rangers destroy the stone ball, and they all turn back to normal. They take a sample of the stone back to Haley so she can use it to free Tommy from the amber. It works, and oh yeah, also back at the cyberspace cafe, Cassidy and Devin are about to kiss when the stone is destroyed. The effects of it wear off, and they jump back from each other, and they do not kiss. Back at the lab, Tommy's unfrozen, but he's stuck in his morphed form. And that's where it ends. This is a fun, dumb little episode. I wish the glowing rock ball had gotten some more explanation. The way it is, Haley gives some techno-babble nonsense about it, but it doesn't explain why it does what it does. Like, we can see what it does, and that's all the explanation we get of it. Where'd it come from? I don't know. I guess it's to help out Trent, I guess, on his story, but again, where did it come from? Why does it do what it does? So moving on, the monster Rojobot is pretty uninteresting. Him starting out as cowardly is something, but then once he's hit with the magic stone, whatever, he's just brainwashed into being a mindless, like, attack machine, who also likes to run away, so I don't know what that's all about. Might have been better if they just kept the cowardly angle. That would tie in better with him constantly leaving the fight. In fact, I kind of wonder, why didn't they just go with that? Why didn't he start out as, like, just a generic evil monster, and then getting hit with the magic rock beam thing, that makes him cowardly. It's why he run away. So Kira brings up twice that Trent was affected by the ball, the rock ball thing, but I don't see it. Like, if he was hit with the light from the rock ball thing, then shouldn't he be embracing the evil White Ranger entity that takes over his body occasionally? Like, if he was hit with this thing that brings up recessed personality traits, why is he acting totally normal? The only way I can think of that this makes any sense is if, like, when the light thing hit him, he was in the process of being taken over by the White Ranger entity, so him getting hit by the thing created an unexpected flux or whatever, and that changed the way the entity acts or something, and destroying the ball didn't alter that. I really don't understand what in the world Kira was talking about here, or what the writer's intention was here. Like, all I can guess is that, like, yeah, he was in the process of changing into the White Ranger, the thing hit him, and that reversed it back so that, like, he's in control of the White Ranger powers or something? I don't know. Cassidy and Devin's romance thing pops up for the first time here. I'm not a fan of it. That's all I'll say about it. Tommy's unfrozen, but stuck in his morphed form. The real-life reason was Jason Frank having to leave the show temporarily, but he pre-recorded all of his lines that they needed to cover up his absence. In universe, this works. This is a really clever workaround for the lack of an actor. And one of the really interesting parallels this has is way back to Power Rangers Turbo. Bulk and Skull get turned into chimps because their actors had to leave and work on another project. They're chimps, they're hit by magic something or other, and they turn invisible for a few episodes before finally turning visible again. And bizarrely, this is the exact same trajectory Tommy's story here goes in. Except instead of turning into a chimp, he stays morphed as the Black Ranger and can't demorph. But they also both turn invisible afterwards before turning fully back to normal. That is a really weird coincidence, and I'm wondering if that was intentional. This was an okay episode. It's not groundbreaking or exciting. It's perfectly acceptable. It's a silly episode that sets up some future plot lines in a creative, clever way. But I'm really not seeing what other people see in Dino Thunder so far. Like, so far, the best episode has been the premiere. And I also liked Game On, but that's just because I liked Beldorf as a character. So, yeah, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.